Hello, today's video we have the following content.
Xiao Zhan challenges the 10 billion box office. Tsui Hark's new martial arts blockbuster is released on the first day of the Lunar New Year. Do you know that the whole nation is looking forward to the Jianghu Dream? Xiao Zhan, the top young actor, is going to make another move, and this time his goal is to rewrite the history of Chinese martial arts films. The People's Daily has officially announced for him, so are you afraid that he won't be able to do anything big? To be honest, this Spring Festival file may be a blast. Recently, the People's Daily officially announced that this movie, The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero, will be released on the first day of the Lunar New Year. The People's Daily's move is meaningful. Its tweet not only instantly soared the exposure of the movie, but also gave the movie an extra layer of cultural significance. The People's Daily wrote it domineeringly, "The wind and clouds are rising again, and the heroes have heroic dreams in their hearts." A simple sentence instantly ignited the fire in the hearts of countless martial arts fans. On the first day of the Lunar New Year, let's witness the resurgence of the Jianghu. From a market perspective, with the blessing of the People's Daily, the expectations of this movie have simply reached the ceiling. Not only Xiao Zhan's fans, but also the attention of the entire network has reached a peak. After the People's Daily's official announcement, major media such as China Film Group and China Film Report quickly followed up, as if the whole world was waiting for it to debut. But the real soul of this movie is still Tsui Hark. This weird director has captured the hearts of countless fans with a unique lens language from swordsman to green snake. And this time, The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero is completely Tsui Hark's ultimate challenge to martial arts. Back in the 1990s, Tsui Hark and Jin Yong's love, hate, and hatred had already begun. He filmed The Oriental Invincible that people talked about, and because of the adaptation of this role, Jin Yong was annoyed and the adaptation rights were directly taken back. Many years later, Tsui Hark never gave up his martial arts dream, and finally got the filming rights of The Legend of the Condor Heroes again in 2017. This time, he not only wants to make a movie, he wants to reshape Chinese martial arts culture and even take it to the world. This time, Tsui Hark boldly chose Xiao Zhan to play Guo Jing. To be honest, as soon as this choice came out, netizens exploded. Xiao Zhan has always been famous for his handsomeness, while the character of Guo Jing is an honest, loyal, and rugged man in people's minds. The two seem to be completely incompatible. But it is this contrast that Tsui Hark values. He wants Guo Jing to be more gentle and delicate in addition to his original toughness. In Tsui Hark's mind, Guo Jing is not only a martial artist, but also a man of affection and righteousness. This subversion of the image has also caused huge controversy. Some netizens say that Tsui Hark is going to ruin the classics, while others think that this is a necessary innovation in martial arts films. Just a few days ago, the official finally released the first 30-second trailer, which contained an astonishing amount of information in a short period of time. Can you imagine that in 30 seconds, the East Evil, the West Poison, the South Emperor, and the North Beggar all flashed one by one? With a familiar and exciting melody, it instantly brought people back to the world of martial arts. Although the front faces of Guo Jing and Wang Rong did not appear in the trailer, it was this sense of mystery that pushed the fans' expectations to the extreme. What is most touching is that the background music of the film actually used the classic song Hello, World sung by Roman Tam and Jenny Sen in 1983. As soon as the melody sounded, it instantly evoked the memories of countless viewers. Tsui Hark's operation was really amazing. It not only played the sentimental card, but also resonated between the older generation and the young. Many young audiences also became interested in Jin Yong's martial arts world because of this melody. It has to be said that this is also the result hoped by the film team. When it comes to the box office of movies, the official goal is not small, directly aiming at 10 billion. This is not just a casual talk. You know, in the Chinese film market, there are very few films with a box office of 10 billion. And it is indeed ambitious for a martial arts film to hit this goal. It is both exciting and worrying. Many netizens feel that with Tsui Hark's talent and Xiao Zhan's traffic, it is indeed expected to hit the 10 billion box office. Xiao Zhan's fans are very good at buying tickets, joked a netizen. Another group of netizens seemed much more rational, pointing out that the market performance of martial arts films in recent years has not been ideal. It is not easy to rely on feelings to support a box office of 10 billion yuan. It still depends on the hard power of the film. This is also true. In recent years, the market response of martial arts movies is indeed not as good as before. The tastes of the audience are changing, and blockbusters are more inclined to science fiction, fantasy and even superhero themes. And Tsui Hark's attempt this time is obviously to inject new vitality into martial arts movies. It not only relies on visual impact, but also wants to convey the spirit of the greatest hero serve the country and the people. The film chose to be released during the Spring Festival, which also shows that the film company is full of confidence in the quality of the film and its market potential. The all-star lineup of this film also makes people have to pay attention. Not only Xiao Zhan and Zhuang Dafei play Guo Jing and Wang Rong respectively, but the participation of veteran actor Tony Lun Cafe also adds a lot of color to the film. He plays Genghis Khan in the film, which is an important background for Guo Jing's growth. Big names such as Ada Choi and Jo Soon will also appear in the film, which is simply star-studded. Actors from 3 generations of old, middle-aged and young perform on the same stage, giving people a feeling of collision between the old and the new. There is another new face worth mentioning, that is Li Wanda, who plays Princess Xiao Zhan. Director Tsui Hark added a lot of scenes to her role, wanting to reflect the power of Mongolian women through this role. This is also a bold attempt by Tsui Hark, giving more space for expression to female characters, so that the whole movie is not limited to the chivalrous world of men, but also allows the power of women to be shown in it. In the final analysis, no one can say whether Tsui Hark's The Legend of the Counter Heroes, the greatest hero, can succeed or rewrite the history of Chinese martial arts films. But what is certain is that it does have a different momentum, wanting to arouse the chivalry and feelings in the hearts of the audience. Whether Xiao Zhan can bear the responsibility of the greatest hero and whether Tsui Hark's innovation can be recognized by the audience, everything will be revealed on the first day of the Lunar New Year. No matter what the final result is, at least now, the dream of Jianghu has been restarted. The romance and pride that belongs to martial arts have also quietly come to us. Get ready for the first day of the Lunar New Year. Let's go to the cinema together to see what surprises this Jianghu can bring us. The box office battle on the first day of the Chinese New Year is about to begin. Whether Tsui Hark's The Legend of the Counter Heroes, the greatest hero, can become famous in one battle may be one of the most exciting suspense of this year's Spring Festival. If Investiture of the Gods Part 2 challenged the market with the spirit of a king, then The Legend of the Counter Heroes is a gamble full of unknowns. The 30-second trailer made some people excited, while others shook their heads and sighed. Is Tsui Hark's martial arts journey this time a revisit of the classics or a risky gamble? All the answers will be revealed on the first day of the Chinese New Year. On November 15th, The Legend of the Counter Heroes, the greatest hero, was officially announced to be scheduled for the Spring Festival, and the first trailer was released simultaneously. Tsui Hark is still the director who knows how to mobilize emotions. When the familiar song Hello, World sounded, coupled with the galloping of horses on the vast grassland, many martial arts fans instantly dreamed back to the rivers and lakes of revenge. At this moment, many people shouted, "My youth is back," as if the imagination of knights in their youth came back to life again. However, as the camera turned, the scene switched from the back of the lonely and brave hero to the surging enemy formation, and the audience's emotion seemed to fall into an ice cave in an instant. This special effect is too perfunctory. Someone joked, "This feels like the texture of a web movie, and it dares to be put in the Spring Festival." In the competitive environment of the Spring Festival, where masters gather, if the level of special effects can't keep up, the audience's disappointment is inevitable. You know, the audience has to pay real money to go to the cinema. The special effects are too fake, and no one wants to spend money to see a joke during the Chinese New Year. Speaking of the cast, Xiao Zhan plays Guo Jing and Zhuang Dafei plays Wang Rong. This combination naturally caused a lot of discussion. As a top star, Xiao Zhan has a huge topic, but this kind of traffic is a double-edged sword. On the one hand, Xiao Zhan's appearance and popularity can attract a large number of fans to the cinema, but on the other hand, whether the acting skills of traffic stars can support the role is a big question mark. Zhuxianai has taught us a lesson. A big IP does not necessarily mean a good reputation. The audience has different attitudes on whether Xiao Zhan can interpret Guo Jing's honesty and fortitude. After all, the role of Guo Jing requires not only a deep martial arts foundation, but also the performance of that kind of clumsy but sincere emotions. For Xiao Zhan, this is a big challenge. Zhuang Dafei's role as Wang Rong also worries many viewers. As one of the most agile and eccentric female characters in Jin Yang's works, Wang Rong has a very high fan base, and everyone has their own image of Wang Rong in their hearts. Although Zhuang Dafei performed well in the annual meeting Can't Stop, it will take time and performance to prove whether her temperament fits Wang Rong's eccentricity. Someone joked, if Wang Rong becomes Dai Rong, it will really make people laugh. Speaking of Tsui Hark's adaptation of The Legend of the Condor Heroes, it is indeed worth talking about. Tsui Hark has always had a profound understanding of martial arts. The early New Dragon is still a classic in the hearts of countless martial arts fans. This time, The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the greatest hero is obviously not satisfied with simply restoring the classic story, but wants to give Guojing more patriotism. It is said that the main storyline of the film will focus on defending Zhangyang, which means that many plots of the original work will be deleted. It is destined to be a difficult challenge to tell a story of the greatest hero by compressing the rhythm of the story. Jin Yang's original work has long been deeply rooted in the hearts of the people. Everyone has their own Guojing and Wang Rong in their hearts. How to present the classic characters recognized by everyone in such a condensed length is a problem that Tsui Hark must face. But in the final analysis, the challenges faced by the movie The Legend of the Condor Heroes are not just its own problems. It was released on the first day of the Lunar New Year, facing The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the second part of the war directed by Wu Wuxian. Looking back at The Legend of the Condor Heroes, the first part of the war, the grand scenes and breathtaking special effects left a very deep impression on people, while the performance of The Legend of the Condor Heroes in special effects seemed a bit shabby in the trailer. As both are big-scale confrontations, the audience will inevitably compare the two films. Many people have begun to worry about The Legend of the Condor Heroes. Some netizens said bluntly, if the feature film is the same as the trailer, I would rather watch Investiture of the Gods twice than watch the special effects of The Legend of the Condor Heroes. This is undoubtedly a huge pressure for Tsui Hark. In fact, Tsui Hark is famous for his pursuit of film technology. From The Legend of Zuda Detective D, he always challenges his own technical boundaries, but this challenge is not always successful. The special effects of Detective D, The Four Heavenly Kings were complained by many viewers for lack of texture. Will The Legend of the Condor Heroes repeat the same mistake? Many fans are full of doubts. Tsui Hark's technical obsession may be an artistic exploration, but in the eyes of some audiences, this is a bit overly paranoid. What everyone wants to see is a martial arts full of emotions and stories, rather than special effects for the sake of special effects. Interestingly, when the news of the release date of The Legend of the Condor Heroes caused heated discussions, Tsui Hark himself revealed that he actually wanted to shoot The Return of the Condor Heroes. As early as 2017, he announced the plan of the Condor Heroes trilogy in a high-profile manner, saying that he had waited 25 years for the opportunity to shoot. However, the project was eventually shelved and became the current The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero. And from the title, it is not difficult to speculate that Tsui Hark may be paving the way for a sequel, hoping to realize his Condor Heroes trilogy dream through the success of this movie. Some media broke the news that Tsui Hark originally planned to make The Legend of the Condor Heroes into a trilogy, but due to production budget and schedule pressure, it was finally compressed into one. Although the compression of the storyline can make the plot more compact, it also means that a large number of classic scenes in the original work will be deleted, and whether it can satisfy book fans is still unknown. Moreover, in the box office battle of the Spring Festival, facing a number of blockbusters, The Legend of the Condor Heroes needs not only feelings and stories, but also a solid production level. Otherwise, no matter how deep the feelings are, it is difficult to support the box office miracle. In short, whether Tsui Hark's The Legend of the Condor Heroes, The Greatest Hero can break through the siege door in the Spring Festival is still a mystery at present. On the one hand, we are full of expectations for Tsui Hark's return to the martial arts theme. His martial arts dream and understanding of the rivers and lakes are precious feelings, but on the other hand, the special effects flaws in the trailer, the controversy over the choice of actors, and the situation of being surrounded by strong enemies in the same period all make the prospects of this movie full of uncertainty. In any case, this box office battle on the first day of the Lunar New Year is destined to be lively. I hope that Tsui Hark can use his feelings and strength to make this movie not just a great hero of a low-cost online movie, but a martial arts masterpiece that can truly touch people's hearts. After all, the rivers and lakes are far away, and the road of heroes is even longer. At that time, I hope everyone can go to the cinema together, cheer for these rivers and lakes, and watch a soul-stirring journey of chivalry. If it is really good, just shout out loud, "This rivers and lakes is so fragrant."
Thank you for watching the video. If this is your first time watching a video, please subscribe to the channel, like and leave your comments to help us develop your channel.